You can eat one warm, comforting food before 8 a.m. Did you know that? That can prevent your legs from becoming weak or even help reverse the effects of muscle loss by nearly a decade. This supplement isn't a miracle drug. It isn't a medication. Additionally, it only costs a few dollars per week. You've most likely dealt with it before. Perhaps you even overlook it most mornings, believing it to be simply food. However, for those over 60, breaking this tiny habit could be the reason your legs feel a little heavier in the morning, why you take a moment longer to stand up, or why your walks don't feel as steady as they once did. The fact is that millions of older adults lose their leg strength each year after the age of 60, and it's due to something much more subtle than disease or trauma. It develops over time as a result of poor breakfast habits. But the good news? It is possible to slow down or even reverse this decline. I'll show you 5 effective breakfast foods today that, without the use of medications, exercise programs, or equipment, can help you regain your walking confidence, strengthen your legs, improve your balance, and prevent night cramps. Finally, I'll share a breakfast tip that is so easy to overlook that it could be the key to waking up every day feeling more resilient. This video is for you if you've ever woken up feeling unsteady or uncertain of your feet. Make sure to click the notification bell, like, and subscribe, because what you learn today might give you a second chance at independence and leg strength. Until one day, the majority of people are unaware of what is taking place. It could be something minor at first. It takes a little more work to get out of your favorite chair, walking down the driveway at a slower pace. You're about to fall asleep when you suddenly get a calf cramp. The truth is more serious than that, but you dismiss it, telling yourself, "I'm just getting older." This goes beyond aging. The progressive loss of muscle mass, particularly in the legs, that starts subtly after the age of 60 is known as sarcopenia. What's the worst? It is not painful. There aren't any obvious warning signs. No fever. There is no overt indication that the muscles you depend on for stability, walking, and balance are slowly and silently failing. Your stride gets shorter with time, you get tired more quickly, you begin to stay off of stairs, you grip railings a bit more tightly. Stiffness turns into weakness. What starts out as hesitation turns into fear of falling, fear of losing your independence, fear of not being able to get back up. What most people fail to notice, though, is that this gradual deterioration begins early in the morning within the first hour of waking up. Your body is in a state of fasting after a full night's sleep. It won't use fat as fuel if you don't provide it with the proper nutrients as soon as you wake up. It extracts it from your muscle. Your legs are typically the first muscles it robs. Your body just cannot keep up if this occurs every day, breakfast after breakfast. It damages more muscle than it can repair. And your legs, those powerful, able legs that once carried you with ease, start to deteriorate, weaken, and give out. However, this can be stopped. Your kitchen table is where you can recover your strength, and the first step is realizing how a single, minor adjustment can have a huge impact. Helen never thought she would experience it. She was 67 years old, had just retired from teaching, and was looking forward to playing with her grandchildren, taking long walks in the park, and perhaps even enrolling in a local dance class, as she had always wanted to do. However, those plans gradually started to wane. She first experienced stiff knees in the morning. She would wait for the strength to stand while sitting on the edge of the bed and gently massaging them. She attributed it to bad weather or possibly a restless night. Then she became aware that her steps were shorter. She felt unsteady on her feet. It began to feel like a marble room when you crossed the kitchen. Mark, her husband, also took notice. He started to walk closer to her, not defensively, but cautiously, in case. When Helen attempted to go out onto the patio one morning to water her flowers, it was the last straw. She fell to one knee after her foot slammed into the doorframe's edge. Although she wasn't seriously injured, her subsequent expression said it all. Pain did not frighten her. She feared losing her composure. Helen started avoiding things after that day. Stairs, parks, too much standing. Because she didn't want to disrupt the group, she even declined an invitation to her granddaughter's recital. For her, it was confusing and heartbreaking. She was in good health, after all, according to her doctor. Absence of arthritis. No severe health issues. What was going on with her legs then? Helen began reading at that point. Observing. Studying. The statement, skipping breakfast after 60 may accelerate leg muscle loss by up to 33% in just 10 years, caught her off guard one morning. Those words seemed to have been written about her. She came to the realization that she had been doing just that, skipping meals in favor of black coffee with the intention of eating later. However, later never materialized. Her body had been suffering as a result. She changed that day. Nothing drastic. Within the first hour of waking, only a warm meal. Actual food. Basic components. The breakfast she used to prepare when her kids were little. And a change occurred in less than 2 weeks. With less hesitation, she got to her feet. Her legs remained steady. She walked with more strength. She grinned even more. Helen had no intention of pursuing youth. All she wanted was stability. It all started with breakfast. Helen was initially unaware of this, but she quickly learned that after the age of 60, the body behaves very differently. When you're younger, skipping meals might just make you feel a little drained. However, skipping breakfast causes your body to enter a more hazardous state after the age of 60, known as a catabolic state, in which it starts to break down your own muscle for energy. And the muscles that suffer first? Your legs are always the ones that keep you moving. Your body expends the majority of its stored energy while you sleep in order to maintain the breathing, heartbeat, and brain activity. Your fuel tank is empty by morning. Your body is forced to turn inward and draw energy from your muscles if you don't eat something nourishing within the first hour of waking up. Because our bodies naturally slow down muscle repair as we age, this is particularly dangerous for seniors. Our capacity to restore what we have lost deteriorates. You're not just missing a meal when you put off eating the proper food every morning, you're also giving up a little more of your strength. The damage from each day mounts up. You may not experience it immediately. However, your muscles, particularly those in your legs, weaken over the course of weeks and months. The flow slows down, balance deteriorates. The likelihood of falls increases. You begin to lose your independence. The good news is that your body exits that catabolic state when you eat a well-balanced breakfast that is high in certain nutrients, particularly proteins, healthy fats, and minerals. It starts to rebuild rather than demolish. It begins nourishing your leg muscles, promoting balance, enhancing nerve signals, and reviving those sluggish, unsure steps. Additionally, you don't require expensive foods or supplements. The right ingredients at the right time. Helen and thousands of other seniors are already using these 5 breakfast foods to regain their stability and confidence, and I'll walk you through them in the next few minutes so you can start using them tomorrow to rebuild your leg strength. You've most likely eaten eggs your entire life, so they're the first food on our list. In addition to being inexpensive and simple to prepare, eggs, especially when the yolk is included, one of the most comprehensive sources of nutrition for building muscle. Leucine, an amino acid found inside that golden center, signals your muscles. It's time to grow. This causes what scientists refer to as muscle protein synthesis, which is your body's natural method of repairing muscle tissue. In as little as 8 weeks, older adults who eat 2 eggs a day for breakfast have demonstrated notable gains in walking ability and leg strength. The advantages don't end there either. Vitamin B12, which is also present in eggs, helps maintain a healthy nervous system and improves brain-leg communication, which lowers the risk of stumbling and improves gait stability. Don't skip the yolk if you're unsure. A large portion of the power is located there. Eggs can be cooked however you like, but boiled or lightly scrambled eggs retain the most nutrients without adding extra fat. Now, serve those eggs with something warm and filling, such as chia seed-topped oatmeal. While chia seeds offer a potent combination of omega-3s, magnesium, potassium, and calcium, the very minerals your legs need for strong, steady contractions and fluid movement, oats offer slow-burning energy to power your muscles throughout the morning. Low levels of these minerals in the body, particularly in the morning, can cause numbness in your feet, leg cramps, or that heavy, dragging sensation. That can start to change with just a tablespoon of chia in your morning oats. Make it easy. Cook the rolled oats with milk or water, stir in the chia, and garnish with a few banana slices or blueberries for antioxidants and extra taste. Once they adopt this as a daily routine, many seniors find that their legs don't feel as locked up after prolonged sitting or during lengthy walks. Speaking of bananas, the third breakfast item is that bananas, sometimes referred to as nature's electrolyte pill, are among the best fruits for avoiding leg cramps, particularly those that start at night. Why? Because of their high potassium content, which is necessary for your muscles to contract smoothly and prevent spasms. Potassium is easily lost from your body through perspiration, aging, and particularly from some drugs like diuretics. Your legs may suddenly cramp or twitch if your potassium level is too low. You can improve blood flow to your legs, relax your nerves, and stabilize your muscles by eating a small banana in the morning, especially after your main breakfast. There's more. Additionally, bananas contain vitamin B6, which improves balance and boosts confidence in your steps by strengthening the connection between your legs and brain. A smaller or slightly underripe banana, on the other hand, has less sugar and more resistant starch, making it better for digestion and stability if you're watching your blood sugar or have kidney problems. Next up is Greek yogurt, a popular protein-rich, creamy treat. Greek yogurt has a higher protein content than regular yogurt because it is strained to remove excess liquid. This is especially true of casein, a type of protein that digests slowly and keeps your muscles nourished throughout the morning. About 17 grams of high-quality protein, or more than enough to prevent your body from breaking down muscle after sleep, are provided by a single serving, 170 grams. Vitamin D and calcium, which are both necessary for healthy bones and steady movement, are also abundant in it. Better yet, Greek yogurt has probiotics, which are beneficial bacteria that aid in better digestion and more effective nutrient absorption. This increases the likelihood that the vitamins and minerals you consume will get to your legs, where they are most needed. Dairy is not well tolerated by everyone. Since goat's milk yogurt is frequently easier to digest, try a lactose-free variety if you're lactose intolerant. Don't buy the store's sugary versions. Use your own toppings instead, like the chia seeds we mentioned earlier, a handful of berries, or a dusting of cinnamon. The outcome? A filling, restorative breakfast that fortifies your legs from the inside out. Last but not least, salmon or other fatty fish like sardines or mackerel are among the most effective additions you can make, despite being less popular in the morning. Although it may seem strange, eating a small portion of salmon for breakfast once or twice a week can be very beneficial for your legs. Why? Because omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which are abundant in salmon, lower inflammation, enhance muscle protein absorption, and promote healthy blood circulation, all of which aid in the prevention of muscle deterioration. Regular consumption of fatty fish has been linked to up to 27% greater leg muscle retention in older adults. They also fall less, walk better, and balance better. Serve a small slice with roasted sweet potatoes or steamed vegetables after grilling or pan-searing it in olive oil. It's a natural way to strengthen your muscles before the day starts, and it's also satisfying and easy to digest. When consumed regularly, even one of these foods can start to alter the sensation of your legs. Together, though, one bite at a time, this effective breakfast routine helps rebuild confidence. Let's now discuss a surprising topic, something so basic that most people are unaware of its potential: steamed sweet potatoes with a dash of natural mineral salt. This is more than just a side dish. When consumed prior to your main breakfast, it can serve as a silent protector of balance, energy, and leg strength for seniors. After a long night's sleep, the complex carbohydrates in sweet potatoes help your muscles regain their glycogen stores. However, sweet potatoes provide consistent, long-lasting energy without raising blood sugar levels, in contrast to white bread or sugary breakfast foods. This is crucial because weak, aching, and cramping muscles are more likely to occur throughout the day when they are fatigued and malnourished. The natural salt, specifically Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt, is what gives this combination its potent effect. These unrefined salts, in contrast to ordinary table salt, contain more than 80 trace minerals, such as calcium, potassium, and magnesium, the same minerals your legs require for healthy blood flow, smooth contractions, and appropriate nerve signaling. When eaten 10 to 15 minutes before your main breakfast, a half-warm sweet potato, lightly steamed and topped with a pinch of mineral salt, can improve mineral absorption, reduce morning stiffness, and avoid cramping. Although it's a small step, many seniors report feeling better by mid-morning, walking lighter, and having better balance as a result. Additionally, keep in mind that doing everything at once is not the goal. Stronger, more stable legs well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond can be achieved with even modest, regular choices, like this simple sweet potato. Food is effective, but it's even more effective when combined with a few easy morning routines that will support and shield your legs every day. Let's start with the simplest. As soon as you wake up, have a glass of warm water with a pinch of mineral salt. Your body loses electrolytes and becomes slightly dehydrated while you sleep. For this reason, a lot of elderly people wake up with heavy legs or lightheadedness. Your legs will feel lighter as you start moving if you drink just 1 8-ounce glass of warm water with 1.5 teaspoon of Celtic or Himalayan salt. This will also help to improve circulation, balance, and calm the nervous system. Second, in your living room or bedroom, spend 3 peaceful minutes performing a mild balancing exercise. Take a proud stance. Lift one foot a couple of inches off the ground. After 10 seconds, switch legs. 5 times on each side. Repeat. This increases your body's awareness and reduces your risk of falling by waking up the muscles in your thighs, hips, and calves, especially those that deteriorate the most with age. Then, slowly get out of bed. Seniors who rush this step often become dizzy, unsteady, or even fall. Instead, while still lying down, take a few deep breaths. Slowly sit up. Turn your ankles and wrists. This helps your body safely transition into motion and reactivates blood flow. Fourth, spend 5 minutes in the sun on your porch or by a window if you can. Vitamin D, which is naturally increased by early sunlight, improves calcium absorption and strengthens bones, both of which are essential for strong ankles, hips, and knees. Additionally, it awakens your internal systems, promoting improved mood and heightened awareness throughout the day. Finally, don't put off eating for too long. Start with something small, like half a boiled egg, a few bites of oatmeal, or a small slice of sweet potato, even if you can't handle a full meal at first. Anything is preferable to nothing. Your body starts to repair and rebuild your leg muscles as soon as it leaves its catabolic state. Only a little intention is needed to develop these habits. Neither money nor equipment are needed. However, they can give you a strong, stable, and confident start to each day. You are presented with an option each morning. You can begin the day as you did yesterday, avoiding breakfast, grabbing coffee, and hoping that your legs will feel stronger in some way. Alternatively, you could make a single minor choice. Just one modification. Your muscles begin to heal the moment your feet touch the ground thanks to a single easy bite. Because the silent loss of leg strength that occurs when we do nothing is what takes away our independence, not getting older. You now know the power of a healthy breakfast. You've seen how foods like eggs, oats, bananas, yogurt, salmon, and even a slice of sweet potato with mineral salt can help you stay balanced, prevent cramps, increase circulation, and maintain the freedom and confidence to move your legs. Additionally, you've learned 5 simple morning routines that can make a huge difference for free. Therefore, when you awaken tomorrow morning before the day starts to swarm and ask yourself, tomorrow, will my legs be weaker or more powerful? Your plate and your hands hold the answer. To ensure you don't miss what comes next, if this message resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tap the notification bell. And now, please share your thoughts in the comments section. What would you eat for breakfast tomorrow if you could only eat one thing to keep your legs supported? Someone else might be motivated by your story to start down the path to independence, stability, and strength. We appreciate you watching, and keep in mind that you still have your best walk to go. See you in the upcoming video.